So my name is Nick. I've been running since I was probably about 18. It was basically just a form of weight management in a way, I suppose. I like to eat, so I like to run so I can eat more, is the simplest thing. It's also just a really good way to clear your mind, just focusing on nothing but what's in front of you and then just zoning out from everything else. Running's really good for me in the sense that I get to clear my head. Like I just put a podcast on and I'll just go, and then there's certain times when you just get into like a real, almost like a flow state where you just, everything lines up perfectly and you kind of just smash it and just go. But then there's other times when it is kind of hard to get into that state. It is a struggle. Every single day I get up and I look for every little excuse not to go. Like I get to that stage where I'm like, no, just fuck it, just do it, just go. And then I'll kind of force myself into going. And then once you get out there, you just feel like euphoric. And then when you come back, you're like, yeah, I'm really glad I did that. And even more so on the days that you don't want to go, they're normally the days you have the best run. I don't know if it's just because you've got no expectations, you're like, well, I'm here regardless. But for me, it's just a perfect way just to kind of set up for the day and just get into that sort of miniature Zen sort of state. And it comes down to that whole, everything always comes back to drugs, doesn't it? But like chasing the dragon sort of thing, you know, you have that first high and then it's just like, is that ever enough? And that's why I try not to chase times anymore. I'd love to do, my ultimate goal is to do a sub 20 5K. At some point it may happen, I don't know. You know, I've hit 20 minutes flat. It's not on my Strava because I didn't have it at the time, but at some point I'd like to do it. What's that going to get me? It's you're always chasing that kind of, oh, you know, when you get to this, you're going to feel this. When you get to that, you're going to feel this, but you never will. It's kind of falling in love with the process, which is why I just go out and run sometimes. And it could be a shit time, really shit heart rate, but the fact that I've gone out and done it is the thing that makes it count. And that's when I come back and go, do you know what? I could have just not done that at all, but I have. Just run sometimes. That's the only thing. Sometimes the best goal is to have no goal and just do it. Just run. It's one of those things that you probably find out the ultimate what makes you happy is not the actual, it's not what you're doing, but it's almost just the fact that you're doing something. Yeah. And it's just the art of being. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah, nice.